Hello all. Now we'll see how to draw the isometric view for the question shown here. This is the front view of the question. This is the top view of the question. The origin is specified. Very first thing, as we mentioned earlier, the very first thing we always change is the origin. Now origin given is here, means length will be going on left side, so on this side. Once you identify that, then the next thing is to find out LBH. Now breadth is 60, height is that you can find out 15 plus 60, that is 75, and the length is 60 plus 60, 120. So to start with, I'll take a line command. From here I'll go on this side. I'll just turn on the ISO and ISO. So from this side 120, then height 75, then breadth 60. Once it is done, then what next we'll do, we'll draw a parallel line to this line passing through this point and this point. So you can use the ruler scale through which you can just draw, by which you can just draw these parallel lines like this. Then you can measure this distance of 75, can mark it on this side and can mark it on this side. Once it is done, I'll draw parallel line to this passing through this point and this point. So again, this can be done using a ruler scale. So parallel to this, I can draw a line here and can draw a line here. Now I can draw the line parallel to this line. So from here to here to here, we got the parallel lines here, and with that we got the block ready. Now in the question, if you see, now in front view and top view, you cannot identify the single surface here. So multiple surfaces in top view and front view as well. Now if I observe the front view properly, you'll understand this is one part and this is another part. Now if I try to manage this particular part or try to match this particular part with top view, then you will find out this particular part is here. What do you mean by that? This part is not at the front of the figure. This is little behind, that is 15 mm behind. So the other part which is shown here, that is at the front of the figure. So what I can do is I can just draw this part at the front of the figure. So to do so, I can just draw a dark line now. You can take a line command. From here I can go for 60 mm. Then I can go up for 65 mm. Then on this side I can come for 20 mm. That is what is given. Then again from here I'll go up for 15 mm. And then I'll join the non-iso line. Now here the lines which are parallel to length, breadth and height are called as iso lines, isoplane lines. And those who are the lines which are not parallel, for example, this line is not parallel to length, breadth and height, so this is non-iso line. So that you have to always join point to point. So this has been drawn. Once you draw this, then as we have seen in the last video, you can just project these points back to get a solid form. So I can go behind for 60 because 60 is the width. So 60, enter. Then on this side for 20, then I can join this. Then again from here I can go on this side for 60, can join this and can draw the lower part as well. This is done. So this solid we have drawn like this. Now here the very next thing what you can do is you can draw this particular circular part here. Now this circular part, as I mentioned earlier, this particular part is not at the front, it is 15 mm behind. So what I can do is I can just take I can just draw, actually for that circular part I need a rhombus, so I'll just draw a rhombus which is 15 mm behind. So I'll go for 15 mm back, and from there I'll just draw 60 mm line here, then come down for 60 mm, then we'll go on this side for 60 mm, and then we'll go up for 60 mm. So the rhombus I have drawn for 60 mm because I want to draw this semicircle. Once you do that, then what next we do is we just draw the line passing through the obtuse angle. Now this is the obtuse angle and this is the obtuse angle. These two are acute angles. So from here to opposite wala midpoint line, then again from here to the midpoint of opposite line, same way on this side. So you got that. Now I have to draw the semicircle on this side. ये side का circle part of circle I don't want. I want on this side. So what we will do is here we'll take a object line. Then what I'll do here is I'll take this as center, this much as radius, and just rotate it from this point to this point. So we got this curve. What we did, we have taken this as center, this much as radius, and rotated from this point to this point. Now next we have to draw the lower part of the semicircle. So from here to here, for that you can take this as center, this point as center, this much as radius, and just can rotate it to this point. So we get this arc. What we did here, we have taken this as center, this much as radius, and just rotated. Now this part also we can draw by taking this as center and this much as radius and can rotate it. Then we can take this as center and this much as radius, can rotate it. So you can get a complete circle. But for now in this question we want only semicircular portion. So we have drawn that much only. Once it is done, then I'll take a line command. From here I'll come on this side for 30 and again 30. So here you can see that. From here it is come for 30, then again 30. So total 60 I have come on this side. Now once it is done, the same circle I have to get back. So what you will do is you will take this centers by which you have drawn those circles back for 30 mm. So what I can do is I can just take a projection line command, and from here I'll just draw a line which is parallel to this plane and can go for 30 mm. Same way I can get this point also for 30 mm back. Now what I'll do is I'll take this much radius in compass for this curve what we have used, this much radius in compass, keep it here and just draw the arc. So we'll get this curve. What we did, we have taken this much radius into compass, keep it here and just mark the arc. Now same way I'm going to do it for this. Once it is done, the lower part we did not to do here because that will get hidden. That won't be visible. So only this part we have to draw. So once it is done, you can just join the points on the so you can draw a line which will be joining the tangent point of both quadrant point of both the circles to get this line. Then a lower inner part of the circle can be removed. So this you can just remove. Once it is done, then you will again draw this line here as well. So I'll take a line command, and from here I'll come on this side for 60 mm. So 60. Now you want this point to go down till it intersects this inclined plane. To do that, I'll need that inclined plane at this distance here so that I can get the intersection. So for that, what I can do is I can draw one more line parallel to this line for a distance of 15 mm here and from a distance of 50 mm from here. So as I mentioned, here we have drawn two lines parallel, one line parallel to this line at a distance of 15 mm and one line parallel to this line at a distance of 15 mm, because these distances are given 15 mm. So once it is done, then I'll take a line command, that I'll draw a line passing through this point vertical so that it will intersect this particular line. Same way Once it is done, then I'll join a line here. This line will be visible and this line will be visible. Similarly, I can go on this side for 30 mm and can join this. Once it is done, the inner portion of the slot you can just erase. So this I can erase, this I can erase, even this I can erase. So like this will be visible. So this slot will gonna come like this. Now you have to extend this line also from here to here, so that we can do. So this will get complete. Now after that there is a circular hole which is to be created in this particular semicircle. So we can create a rhombus here at a height at a distance of so to create the rhombus there, I can just join these diametric points of the semicircle. Then I'll get a midpoint of it. Then considering that midpoint, I can take a midpoint of that, can go on this side for 15, can go up for 15, then on this side for 30, then come down for 30, then on this side for 30, and then up. So in this way you can get that rhombus. Once the rhombus is created, then what we can do is you can just again do the same method what you followed in earlier. You join the midpoint of opposite line. So joining the midpoint of opposite line. So this is done. Now once it is done, then you draw the arc. So how will you draw the arc? You will take this center and this much as radius, you rotate it. So you get this arc. What we did is we have taken this as center and this much as radius, we rotate it. Same way you can take this as center and this much as radius and can rotate it. So we get this curve. What we did, we have taken this as center and this much as radius, we rotate it. Now next again we'll do the same thing what we did here. We'll take this as center and this much as radius, rotate it. And then you take this as center and this much as radius, you rotate it. So you get that ellipse, complete ellipse. What we did is from here you have taken this much radius, taken as center and just rotated. Take this as center, this much as radius, rotated. So you get that ellipse there. So this is done with the ellipse thing. Now what you have to do is here is you have to actually draw this slot. Now to draw the slot here, now to get this slot here, you have to actually draw that slot outside to find out what is this distance what you are going to get. So what you can do is you can actually take this as 20 mm, can take this angle as 60 degree, take this angle as 60 degree, and can draw one parallel line at a distance of 15 mm. So after that you can easily find out that the distance I will be getting is 37. So from midpoint it will be 18.5 on this side and 18.5 on this side. So like this you can just find out the distance and then you can take it here, because angles we cannot directly take it in the isometric. So now what we can do is, now in this question this distance, inclined distance is not given, but this horizontal distance is given 15 mm. So what I can do is I can take a from here I can go on this side for 15 mm and I can actually can from here I can go on this side for 15 mm and can go up till it intersect that line, because that is what it is done here. From here it has gone to 15 and then go up till it intersect the inclined line. So you got that intersection here. Once you get the intersection, you can draw a line there which will be parallel to one of the isoplanes. So that line will be like this for a distance of 60 mm. Now once you get that line, now I can measure those dimension on this line and can just draw that slot. To do so, what I'll do is, now from midpoint I'll measure on this side for, as I mentioned, 18.5, and again from midpoint on this side for 18.5. After that, this 20 mm you have to locate here. So to do so, what we can do is you can take this, for example, from here you can measure 10 mm on this side and can join here. Similarly, from here I can go on this side for 10 mm and can join this. Once it is done, now these lines are redundant. You don't need that line. You can just delete that, and even I can remove the line in between. Once it is done, then I can take a line command. There will be a edge formed here, so I can just go down for 15 mm. Same way, I can from here can go down for 15 mm and can just remove this. Now you have to get the vertical edge here. So what I can do here is I can actually draw the object layer line. So dark line I can draw, and from here I can just come down. I don't know till what I have to draw. I just draw a line here, and then I'll take a projection line, and from this 15 mm what we have taken earlier, I'll just draw a line on this side. So automatically this will intersect here. So that line will be till that height, till this height. Once it is done, this line is not required, so you can just delete that. Then after that, you can take a line command, and from here to here you can join that, and then you can come on this side. You can come on this side. So you will get it like this. Now, why we have done it like this? Because the portion what you can see here, the length of this slot will be different here and will be different here. That is why you cannot take this same thing over here. So what you have to do is you have to come down, you have to draw a vertical line here, and then you draw a line from here on this side. It will intersect somewhere, and then you join this line. So in this way you can get this slot. So this is the solution for this question what you have drawn. So this circular slot has come here, this particular thing is come here, this hidden line K, that slot is there, and everything is drawn. Thank you.